Ever wonder how good supports seem to win lane even with weak carries? It's because they know when and how to trade in 2 versus 1. It's not magic, it's positioning, pressure and confidence. And I will teach you that. Creating 2 versus 1 scenarios is not a new concept, but in this video I would wanna put emphasis on how important it is to create them on the lane. Until 5 minutes or so, basically no hero in Dota can take 1 versus 2 trade, and that's why creating those scenarios is so important. No matter how strong your lane is, if you manage to go on a single hero as 2, you will win that trade. Obviously, while you climb MMR, those windows for hitting a single enemy will be shorter and less of them will appear, but with proper positioning you will be still able to create them. And how to make it simple? If we take 4 heroes with no gap close, just be mindful of your position towards your core and then 2 heroes that the enemy has. If you ever get a hero between you and your lane partner, and enemy support is busy pulling or enemy core is busy hitting creeps, use that small window to focus on a single hero with both spells and right clicks. If done right, in 2 seconds you can deal a lot of damage, which will lead you to getting kills or kicking someone out of the lane. Taking these trades usually depends on your lane awareness and communication. If you wanna take favorable trades, make sure your core can connect to you, because in some cases you're expecting that you'll be the one that does it, but if your lane partner doesn't follow, it might end up griefing you. Some supports have easier time creating openings to harass in that way. In this example, we're watching Puch hook enemy offlaner under his tower, instantly creating pressure and getting an easy kill. When you think about all the heroes you've got on the lane, you can already imagine the openings that will happen there. In other cases, there are heroes that can basically force 2 versus 1 fight with certain spells that just require positioning. Cloak is a perfect example. He creates cogs, and if they are placed well, enemy hero will be stuck there, forced to get harassed by 2 heroes. This also goes for heroes like Disruptor or his E. Basically all the heroes that force someone to be in a certain place make it way easier for you to do that efficiently. Obviously, creating these scenarios doesn't have to be connected to the supports. Some cores like P or AM in this case can always join you if you decide to take a trade. If you're playing with them, a good idea is to trade somewhere on the side, as long as you're pretty close to your core who can connect. This creates a scenario where even if you don't win 1 versus 1 trade, you can manage to get your core there pretty quickly if he decides it's a good call to punish a hero that is trading against you. And another important thing is the fact that it doesn't have to be a kill. Sometimes 2 seconds of good harassment can win you the lane in the long term. This Rubik just TP'd here and he's half HP at this point because he traded stupidly versus AM. And to execute this well, you need to watch the map. Sometimes a small opening might appear if you're mindful of the map, and lanes that you're not supposed to win might turn around with a simple gameplay idea that will happen naturally if you aren't on the pro level. Just go into a lane with a mind ready to punish any mistakes that enemies make. This includes a portion of the laning stage where enemy supports start to rotate away. A good idea is to punish them and kill a solo hero that is left on the lane. That might include playing deeper than usual, but it gives you kills or at least forces people to rotate back towards their lane, stopping their momentum. If you know that the enemy rotated away from the lane and you are still here, perhaps it's a good chance for you to punish that. So to sum this up, set up good trade versus enemies and make sure the other hero is unable to help. That will win you the trades. If enemy hero for some reason gets in between you and your core, punish that instantly. Just don't overextend. Dealing 300 damage to an enemy is for free is better than dealing 400 and then losing 300 HP. I am aware this concept is not a new idea, but hopefully using some different examples proves how easy it is to set this up and how easy it is to fuck up if you aren't mindful of the fact it's important. Keep in mind, trading in the lane is something completely different than this, and there will be a separate video about it, but here you can see how you can set up yourself for a victory just by simply using your position on the lane and then punishing openings that your enemies will make. As always, thank you for watching, Like the video, comment what you think about whole simple Dota series, and subscribe to the channel if you didn't yet. See you next time!